Alright. Time for war. And leaving off where we ended last video. We're in the middle of a war, everyone. For our independence. Chieftain Samusa versus High Chieftain Chara. Over the independence of our sovereignty nation and the future. A Black Marsh on Type 1 Dragon. And let's kick this thing off. So right where we left off, we called in our mother and only ally who kind of hates us. Because we ensured that inheritance would come down to us. But while this war may seem pretty even, I want to absolutely ensure victory. Because currently, our liege is fighting in a holy war up here to the north. And while they do have the advantage and war score is in their favor, I can't risk them calling anyone else into this war. So, we're going to raise everyone for this. And we're going to go into debt for a while to ensure that we get this victory. And our allies are joining in the war. We got our troops raised. It's time we start sieging, and we need siege fast. Yep, as I expected. Okay, there's their troops up there. No one else is currently joining in the war, but this diversion is going to ensure that we can hopefully win this as quickly as possible, and then work towards the goal of becoming the Duchess of Arkan. Oh, and a son. My relief is great, and my joy even greater. I give birth to a perfect little son. He will become my child, and what name shall you be granted upon undertaking your chukasi as an adult? My little son was born under the sign of the apprentice. Those born under the sign are said to have special affinity for magic of all kinds, which in turn can be practically applied. Even though he's not too special, our taking a look at the soon-to-be inheritance problem, we have our older son, who is born under the sign of the steed. He's charming and temperate. Then we have our second eldest son, born under the sign of the Atronach, who's also charming. Then we have our third oldest son, our third son, born under the tower. He's a cute, quick, and curious. Currently the most desirable heir, which is going to be a problem because we are tribal and stuck in fair partition. But I have an idea of how to handle that. And now, our fourth son. One son, two son, three son. And daughter. I might have accidentally called them our son, but they're our daughter. Currently, I either want her or him to take over the majority of the realm once we pass. But first, we gotta win this war. And we don't have war score. For some... Oh, I see the problem. They fought a battle up there while... Okay, I see the issue. Okay, they're coming back to try and siege us down, but they're going to have disembarking penalties. Efficient timekeeper. One of my newest personal servants is diligent. Well, determined even. One of my newest personal servants is a diligent fellow. Determined even. He always makes sure that I do things on time. It pays to have a servant like him. Indeed. You gain efficient time for 8 years. This character efficiently keeps track of time in order to maximize productivity. That's actually really good. And I have the ability to use magic, which I'm just now realizing, so let's take a look at that real quick in this war. So open spellbook, and I can summon a familiar, which will give me a scamp to increase Arcana, Intrigue, and Learning and Hostile Scheme. That could have been useful a long time ago. Or I can summon Dremora, a Flame Atronach, to increase Powers and Dread. That could be good for 20 years. Yeah, I can't use that spell on me. Inflict wounds cast on you. Use an elemental magic to inflict wounds on a distant target. That could be useful. Charm. Possibly. Tell you. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to summon Dremora. Oh, and yeah, we did some stuff last episode. I'm not going to talk about it because I don't want to ruin the surprise, but yeah, we did some things. Like I said, we got to secure the line of succession to ensure Black Marsh a strong future. Tidbits from far away. Visiting the local market, a merchant from a faraway land catches my attention. Come closer, my lady. Marvel at treasures never before seen in these lands. I had to watch my back to get these beauties out. I did, never sleeping with both eyes closed. This merchant might have more to give me than marvels from afar. It must be interesting traveling as much as you do. Diplomacy challenge for intrigue. She will tell me what she knows. Gain 10 dread, gain more vigilant for 3 years, 25 intrigue. Yeah. Or I could just pay for or vigilance. We're already in prestige. We're already in a lot of debt, so what's a little bit more? Alright, that's very good to see. Now we have a slight little problem, so we'll go get the capital. They got 6 months to siege that down. Once we get their capital, the war score will hopefully jump a whole lot more in our favor. As long as they don't come to Archon, our capital, we should be fine. Even though that's our direct land, we got a lot of other problems to deal with here. Do I have any hostile schemes? No, so I'm gonna put you on anti-hostile. You're culture converting that. And we lost that siege. Great. But let's go. I know this is probably stupid, but this is going to go a long way to get us out of the debt. And help us get back into a little quicker good standing. Alright, we need to go there immediately. So now we have ticking war score. So as long as they don't siege our capital, we got this war in the bag. Looks like that holy war also just ended, which is both good and bad. So I don't know how that war ended. Oh yeah, there's gonna be a problem on our move north. They do hold some territory that we'll need to get for the Kingdom of Archon. But for the time being, we got this one back, and I'm going to get out of the intrigue lifestyle for a little bit. So I'll get Chorus Shadows for Disrupt Scheme Fishing. And I'm going to move down the whole of Body Tree, because while we are of pretty good health, I want to live long enough to see what my children turn out to, and since I am culture head of the Well, I'm not culture head. Yeah, my mother is, but soon I'll be culture head of the HASP, and I need to prepare for that. Now I also, and going down learning can also help with development, so I'm going to go down scholarship for now. I don't need the health boost currently, but it is good to get it, and let's try to get a better army commander. It looks like the best we can. Hopefully this battle ends in our victory. A lesson in liqueur. My daughter, Hatchling, has just finished a lesson held by Disha on the management of the treasury and the golden theorem. Hatchling seems to have taken the lessons somewhat to heart. While she understands the role of the lower classes, she also insists that if a peasant stop paying their taxes, they are no more use and should be discarded. A very callous view on Argonian life. So she's going down the diplomacy tree, but a little bit of intrigue wouldn't hurt. But if she is going to be the primary heir, I'd rather have her have more good traits than not. I might regret this, but we'll make her just. And that is officially the war won and our independence gained. With that, we can now dictate our own journey in life, and soon usurp the Duchy of Arkan from our once liege. And then as soon as we're out of debt, we're going into another war against her. And then once we secure some more territory from him, as soon as our truce is over, we're going to make our way down south into Balgraith. But for the time being, we're just going to try and get the economy back in line. So, and I might do a cut here to a future point in time, but for now, this is it. We have our mother, and we have a very strong alliance ahead of us. The future is looking good. And you get disbanded, and you get disbanded. But now that we have this opportunity to just chill, what we're doing is we're converting Arkan to our culture, because we are present in this area, as well to our religion. So that way we can just rule nice and simple. And we'll have to convert all of this area as well. So that'll be all of Balgraith, all of Branch Grove, and all of Sea Spring. And hopefully soon, once we get 250 gold, we'll be able to usurp the title of Duchy of Arkan proper. But in the meantime, the Interregnum. For centuries, Cyrodiil and most of Tamriel was ruled by the Raymond dynasty and the Potentates. Over the last few decades, the authority of the imperial provinces over the other regions of Tamriel diminished until the Potentates could only claim dominion over parts of Cyrodiil. As the Potentates finally crumbled and fell, a power vacuum of Cyrodiil appeared, quickly filled by the Elder Council, who assumed control over the Imperial City and surrounding areas. This new power, claiming legitimacy through the powers given to its council by the Elysian and Raymond lines, took the name of Imperial Commune. All over the world, central authorities crumble, and the people look to their nearby lords for protection. The Interregnum has officially started. I missed the part where that's my problem. So, it is currently 5:55, which I believe in lore is when the actual Interregnum happened. where no Dragonborn came to be and where General Arturus couldn't solidify his rule. And so now a new government led by the Elder Council will take over the Imperial Isle, as General Arturus couldn't enforce his rule over the Heartlands. The Citadel Potentate just imploded, and the rest of Citadel will be free to pursue its own goal as independent realms free from tyrants and foreign potentates. And every culture within the Citadel group loses access to Lingua Tamriel's innovation. And the interregnum has now begun, and will last until someone worthy sits on the Ruby Throne and unites Tamriel. Whoever holds the Empire Citadel gains access to form the Empire of Tamriel decision. In lore, the interregnum doesn't happen until Tiber Septim claims dominion and relights the Dragonfires. And at the time, there's currently no implementation of Dragonborn mechanics, so now we just get to see what happens in Tamriel. Things are sure to go very interesting, and we get to commune with the Hist again. So, let's see what they have for us, now that we're an independent count yet again. I approached the peaceful seat of my native history, the bubbling swamps and the croaking of the frogs, creating a relaxing ambience. I approached the history, touching its bark and hearing it speak my name, while sap flows inside my bowl. I breathed deeply, gripping the receptacle of the most sacred liquor. My mind is clear, and one with the Hist. Communion with the Hist. I pour the sap into my mouth and get ready for the communion to start. Oh, Hist, hear me. I call upon you to make your will come true, I chant. I began moving faster, dancing now, my movements becoming more frantic, sweat shining on my face. Eventually, I reach a crescendo, barely finishing the dance before collapsing to the ground in exhaustion. At the conclusion of the ceremony, I feel different, altered, somehow. What is this strange feeling? I gain 100 piety and resilient trunk for 20 years. Diplomacy +3 and medium health boost. Dang. First we got strong and now this? Wow. That's pretty good, not gonna lie. And what can we do with our spellbook again? I can summon our Dremora, which I lose Flame Atronach and gain Flame Atronach. Oh, so I can't summon a familiar in Dremora. Interesting. What does Charm do? Okay, I got an idea. Open spellbook. Go to illusion. Do charm. Okay. Charm is cast on Rajasa Shunyasa and just gains 20 opinion. I can make it grand and okay. So common is just 20 Arcana, while grand is, wow, that's really good. And since we actually have the Arcana to do it, we're charming our mother. And might as well this guy as well. We'll do grand again since we can do it. And we gain 2.16 Magicka a month. Interesting, very interesting. And since we do have wards, we'll go with Prodigy. And now, Conquer. And this ward should be incredibly easy. They shouldn't be able to help at all. Let's go, men. And we won't call our mother in because, well, we really don't need to. And they're already fighting a war. Wait, who are you fighting? Oh. Okay, that's also interesting. The sermon. Today, Nazism held a fiery sermon for all the children of the court. They were properly spellbound as he zealously read for the history. My daughter, Hatchling, seemed to take it to heart, perhaps a little too much. She has been hounding the servants for hours since, pointing out how they could be better his followers. A strong belief will serve you well, girl. So she could be zealous, ambitious, or sadistic. I see no wrong with zealous. Only because if we can actually found a holy order, we can put her there. And that would help with that. So all we would need is a kingdom or higher empire title. And that's gonna be a while. Although not impossible in this lifetime. And we got called to war again. We will definitely be helping our mother in this. Because when she dies, all her titles are given to us. So as soon as we're done with this war, we'll head down here and attack. And while we do plan to invade down here at some point, I don't mind making it as easy as possible. And that's war done in territory that we once had back in our hands. So now let's head over here. That's literally the only place we can land, so we go there. How many years? 23 months. Okay. So, next war with this guy, we're going to just try and claim territory. But I do want to attack this man over here. He has 8,000. So the more we attack over this way, the easier it'll be to raid and more opportunities. So, we'll let the troops rest for a moment, and we'll move them over here to Zupan, and we'll declare for could conquer the duchy, which would put us in striking distance. And we do have the prestige for it. You will seize all territory within the High Chieftain Grom. Yeah, we'll do it. It'll make our lives a lot easier, and we'll automatically become a duke. Well, duchess. We'll have the main force sail down through here. And have another force attack up here. And since we might need the help, we'll call in Dear Mother. Wait for disembarking to go. And let's do it. You want to handle that? They're attacking our territory. Granted, we're also attacking theirs, but still. Don't really need to call anyone else in. This war is already as good as one. The finer points of diplomacy. Today, my son Hatchling, the heir that we actually do want, was taught a lesson in vassal management by Desha. It was quite a complicated course, necessary, but perhaps a bit beyond his grasp. My subject only ever wish me well, Hatchling exclaims. I will trust my subjects indiscriminately. so that we can build the realm together. Oh, sweet, gullible child. That level of trust can be dangerous. And it can. But forgiving might be better. Or even patient. And both are very good to have. And I actually do like patient more in this scenario. In just in case we do need to go intrigue and won't hurt, and learning is all the better as well. Yeah, this war is pretty much as good as one. Okay, you go to that crossing and then just swing on down. Stone of glass. Okay, I know this event very well. As I struggle to make out the tiny letters on the scroll before me, I feel a headache building once again. Why do scribes insist on writing such small symbols? I squint and try again. Nothing short of a miracle, with the aid of stone of glass, every old woman struggle with bad eyesight could read with ease. So, she would gain a weak favor hook and we would gain 300 learning experience. But as my sap speaker, she could demand a divorce from me and my husband. I could pay 50 gold or gain 50 gold, and since we need the duchy title, I don't mind paying the 50 gold. Till that's done, 14 till the conversion, and that's the war won. Which means we can officially become the Duke or Duchess of Seaspring, Portsmouth, and Arkham. But since we're under Confederate partition, we don't have any tiles. Once we become the Duchess of Arkham, it should create the title since we have the territory. And you're a free, independent nation. I'd be a fool not to jump at this opportunity, but you have friends in very high places. A friend that I would very much like to get to know. Decisions. And now we're in striking distance with them. 5 more months. My daughter comes of age. Or for coming of age, my tuition of hatchling is at end. For the longest time, I was hoping that good tutorage would be enough to teach hatchling the intricacies of diplomacy. All efforts have come to naught. However, few at my court would be overly impressed by her grasp of etiquette, but at least she does know how to hold her own in polite company. A gift for... The hustle and bustle is palpable among the traveling merchant stalls. The temporary shacks are stocked to the rafters and contain all manner of knickknacks. These pieces are positively radiant and would make a lovely gift. As Cal Beheta, my husband, and I walk by one of the merchants peddling jewelry, he hesitates slightly as he leans in for a closer look. Perhaps one of those would brighten the day for my precious husband. A pendant for him. 50 gold and bewildered, or bejeweled, for 10 years. The gift to my company is enough. What are my daughters going to choose her own name now? I don't know how that works. So you have a guardian. I know you don't have a guardian, so I'll educate you. And you're looking towards Marshall. That's where we'll go. And just a few more months, then we can declare war and get the party really going. I need to attack you soon. Yeah, because you are very weak. I need to attack you soon. Alright. Duchy of Arkan. Create title. And now, when we die, my primary heir will get those two titles. You would get all Portsmouth. You would get that. And you would get that. Which might be a problem. But we can definitely work on it. I can't designate heir because I don't have... Wait, I can designate an heir with absolute... Let's get this passed first. And now, I could hand out land. But I'm hesitant to. So what I'll do instead is I'll hand out just enough to meet the certain criteria. Can I declare war on you? Not. I can now. Alright. So I can just flat out conquer all of the duchy. Which, if I have more prestige, I can easily do. We'll do a feast. What's I could call hunt soon. See, it would be a whole year before I can do a hunt, so we'll do a feast. Need to try and get some prestige. A cherry gathering. The guests are gathered in the great hall, lords and ladies from the near and far reaches of the realm. The moon is bright and spirits are high as the feast begins. But for you, I can declare war on you for that county. It would be very simple, but it would also be a tough war. So in the meantime, I'll just do a little bit of raiding. Because now I have the ability to raid you, no problem. Oh, I already raided you. We'll go down here then. I'll send you up there. A feast with a friend. It's such a joyous... Oh, my daughter has chosen their name. Gija. It's such a joy to see my daughter and Eric Gija once again. We eat, drink, and sing together, as if no time has passed since we parted last. We could have been dining in a barn, and this would still have been one of the greatest feasts I ever been to. What would life be without Gija? Hopefully, we don't see that. We gained a huge health boost, jeez. And good opinion. Let's see, you're 15, you should be turning 16 in about next year. All over my new dress. We could all tell Kel Mirades had too much to drink, even though he insisted on showing us how sober he was. Simply raising from his seat proved too much for him, and now I'm covered in stinking vomit. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Which fits, and yeah, we'll be doing that. I'm sorry, my vassal, I'll make it up to you. You're Dwarf Argonian. Can I look at you in the barber shop? I can. Look at this guy, he's adorable. Hello, little friend. He even has a little gut to himself. It's adorable. As my guests depart, if everyone head for their respective homes, I'm proud to say that the feast was a success. I have my husband to thank for much of its success, and I feel nothing but gratitude as he sees the last few guests off. Until next time. Which, that gives us enough prestige, so I'm actually going to disband everyone. Because we got one more war to fight today. I'm going to move the troops down here so we can just strike at their capital immediately. And declare war on the High Chiefdom, Branch Grove. And then I'll, even though this will put me in prestige, that again, call in Mom. Alright everyone, head down south. And I forgot, we are now a Duke, so once we have more prestige, we're gonna get us some bowmen. Duchess, not Duke. I keep wanting to say Duke because most of the time when I play Crusader Kings 3, I play as a male ruler. Okay, this is new. After hearing someone screaming in the other room, several of my guards and I rushed to see one of my maids squeaking in terror as she hides behind a table. "Why do you scream like that?" asked one of my guards. "I saw a giant... Ah, there it is!" "What? The spider?" We all turn around and there, hanging from the ceiling, is a spider the size of a wooden plate. Jeez! Slowly lowering itself downward. "Someone kill that thing! Kill it! Kill it! Kill it! Everyone, run out! Right now! Get out! Or, seriously. You're several times the size of that thing. I'll kill it." Prestige is prestige. And I'll take that batch of troops over there. And begin the carpet sieging. We'll get scientific. How's that going? Alright. Send it. I'll fight you. Oh, we got so much to take care of. Gotcha. Oh. Mom wants to play chess. Let's see. Gain 25 opinion. Lose some stress. Gain some stress. If I win, lose 13 stress. Gains an opinion. She gains stress. We'll play. The greatest game, chess. Rajnasa Junjiasa is already waiting to begin our little chess match. Sat waiting with a competitive grimace, writ large across her features. We're neck and neck, though neither of us is even close to victory. "Do you think chess is good practice for real administration?" questions my opponent idly. "I've always rather thought so. Not that I'm implying anything by it. And chess requires either good martial, good intrigue, or good learning. Which we really don't have. So you know what? Or just go spam learning. And we won. With a smug smile, I placed my final piece upon the board. Histories have witnessed my triumph today. From the start, I had complete trust that the history would see me as the victor. There could be no other way. Nothing but the shallow husk of a woman is left of my mother. She can't believe I won. Excellent match. I love to play again sometimes. Honestly, fair. And we have now secured a very strong alliance. Oh, he's a drunk. But he is the primary heir. So things should be going very well. Wow. They're part of the Kingdom of Thorn, which could be very good in the future. And hopefully someday we can arrange a marriage. But first we got to move up in the world, here and there. We'll have to attack you at some point as well. Good old ransom, even though it's not for the full price. I still want some of the money. Is there anyone else I can ransom? Yep, Sutter. You can go. You can go. You can go. Yeah, this war is pretty much good and won. And we've doubled our territory yet again. Not too shabby. We'll be coming after you soon. It looks like we're doing well in Black Marsh. I really don't see anything too interesting in the rest of Tamriel, except what's up here in Skyrim. Oh, I guess Rada died. How sad. Before I started recording the video, I checked up in Skyrim. You were wrapped up in a civil war. Although you seem to have recovered and pretty greatly. You've weakened a little bit. You're still pretty strong. Although you don't have an alliance with Winterhold or the Rift anymore. And Falkreath is doing alright. I didn't notice anything too interesting over here in High Rock and Hammerfell, nor in Elnor, even in Yakuta. Valenwood and elsewhere had something interesting here with the Dead Dunes here. There used to be a Dunani here, and there used to be a pretty strong empire here, or a kingdom, then just went away, led by this guy. But, oh, we won the war, so we'll wait until that siege ends. Defender of Faith. This is the son that I do want to rule. There was a commotion among the children today. Hatchling was attempting to preach among his fellow youngsters and became the target of a small fight. Hatchling was furious that anyone could target someone attempting to speak on behalf of history and chased away the other children. Valzealous is good. I'm building this guy to be more of a diplomat and a learned scholar, so calm is definitely the way to go for him. And just... there we are. Oh, now prisoner. We'll ransom you real quick. And that's another war won and more territory gained. And right now, the things are looking very interesting here in Black Marsh. I'll let a month go by real quick, and we are now culture head, which is very, very good. Which means, yeah, let's focus on public work. 20 years, that will do. Hopefully in a month we can usurp that title, or it'll just go away. Let's see, I can declare more war. I don't want a truce break. This guy, because we're in prestige, we just got back to distinguished. Truce breaking would be horrible. So 5-year waits. I don't know. Are you of age? Not yet. Actually, go remove your guardian. Have you educated by... Who has high learning? You, court tutor. Yeah, that'll do. I'm tutoring you and you as well. Oh. They had a kid. Why are you unlanded? My daughter Erigidja has given birth to a daughter. Since the little one is part of the Thermic dynasty, they should be blessed with a good name. The little child was born under the sign of the lady. Those born under the sign are said to be kind and tolerant. Oh, I can just go ahead and give them a name. Rupahil. It's a good name. And that kind of mucks up. So now I really do have to disinherit you now. That might be a problem. Oh, culture's now been converted 22 months, just as I thought, so... Let's actually look at the culture map. So yeah, Hepsil. So I kind of want that area also to be a part of my culture. But I kind of need to convert the rest of this place. So let's see here. I could sell my own people or put in other places. I'll put that for the part 2, but I'm not going to worry about it. So I am going to convert Branch Grove here to my culture. And... oh, I've been corresponding with Root Herald Kala Jidan Yas, and I must say that I have come to see you in new lights. Perhaps you are even someone that I one day would be called friend. We fought 2 wars against you, now you want to be a friend. Interesting, and their holy war. That just might get us past. Very interesting. Okay, we might have a very interesting time in the next episode. As the main theme kicks in, I didn't plan for this to be the end of the episode, but this is the end of the episode. I hope you all enjoy. We are now a proper Raj Nasa and the future of Arkham, the future of Black Marsh is looking very, very bright. Now I hope you all will join me next time in the thunder and the jungle. I've been Type 1 Dragon. You have all been awesome. Until then, stay safe out there, everyone.